Okay, today something different. Um, I've changed up my studio setup a bit. I have a camera here. That's left and right. Oh, it's a bit changed here. I have my mic here, my camera there, a ring light there. I think you see some reflection there, so I have to tune this setup. But yeah, I want to show you a few things about my game Find the Gnome. And specifically the flow in how I build stuff with my game. I think it's interesting if I show you a bit more than just the technical stuff, because if I look around on Reddit, there are a lot of people that just say, well, if you want to do something like change up something in a scene, you need to do this or that, but I'm missing a lot of the actual stuff around creating a game, like making a plan on how to make a game, or just, well, how to segment your work, or how to do a workflow well, you have to create these asset objects into your game, of create this asset and in a tool like Blender, or if you do pixel art in like Sprite, and then somehow, well, import them, but what of the stuff do you do into Sprite, and what of that part is something you want to do in Unity, and then if you need to build, what steps do you want to take? Well, there's so much more to it than just, well, coding stuff, or, well, creating something in a scene. So that's what I want to start to show you, how I approach this with my game Find the Gnome. As you can see in the full screen is my Find the Gnome theme. I will put the screen in front of the screen if I'm doing something on the background. Well, I just started up my Unity workflow. Let's see. Well, this isn't actually what I want to start with. I want to start with a plan, but most of the time, if I want to start working on Find the Gnome, I don't work full time on it. So it's I often have just like an hour or 2 hours, and then I'm like, okay, I just start up Unity, and then I see my latest work. Like this is scene one of the I think scene 2.1, and I'm working on like this kind of unlock system, but I find it a bit hard. I have to create some things on this. I have to animate this, and I'm not quite sure on how I want to approach this. So while I do know what I want to do here, it's a bit, I have to think a bit more about it. So I want to set this work aside and start working on something I do know what I want to do. So yeah, for this, let me switch to something else. Here. So this is my well, I have a lot of work for me in here. This isn't an official sprint Git system. It's just I'm trying to organize work so it works the best for, well, how I work currently. And that's doing stuff that that I want to do. So I if I have like these 2 hours in a day, my head isn't always ready to do like complex stuff, or sometimes I want to do complex stuff and not the easy stuff. So then I just look at my a backlog of work. This is the things I think it's important for me to work on, and then just select one and start working on it. Let's see. I currently have 2 things open. I'm working on this, like I said, this area open mechanic, more random level assets. That's another thing I wanted to work on, but, well, I know one of my artists has mailed me something. the intro shots. These are these like intro cinematic sequences I have in Find the Gnome, and I have a new one to make. So that's what I want to do today. But before I can move on to my work, I I have some work left from what I was working on. So let's commit this. So I can then switch to something else I want to work on. Well, let's think about what did I do there. Well, animating the lock, and I want to know to my Git history to be a bit, well, properly. So let's see, was that the only thing I worked on? I did some, yeah, I did some things on. Nah, it's like, yeah, it's animating the lock, but also more properly listening to area open events. That's like these, I created this interface, and this sequence can now use an interface instead of like a specific mono behavior, so that makes my system more flexible. So, well, for me that's more properly listening, but it's more like more easily adaptable components thing properly. So it's for me easier to reuse stuff. So that's what I did. I'll push this to the server. So the what did I want to do? Yeah, so okay. I did get some stuff in the email that about from IntroShot 4. So I don't have anything created for this one. I was expecting here to have a development branch, but I don't have any one yet. So I'm going to create a new branch for this. Intro shot sketch. So it just creates this branch for me. So if I now look here, I download, it's going to be here. Yeah, create local branch. Okay, so what I just did, I have Unity here open here on the background, but like you can see, it has the work on this lock thing open, so it's not going to like it that I'm changing this stuff right now. So it doesn't want to switch. Typically Unity. So it's a pro. I just switched my work. So yeah. So you have to reload scene. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I did. So let me see. So in my solution, I have like these folders. Well, I ended up just putting stuff into folders. I have this animation folder, art folder, scenes, prefabs. Those are like the most important ones. Oh yeah, and scripts. Scriptable objects and scripts. Those are my most important folders. So, but for now I need to create a new scene, as I call them intro shots, but I need to make intro shot 4.0. So just let's create a new folder, intro 4.0. And now I have to add stuff into it. So well, it has to be a bit the same like this. So like intro shot asset with a scene next to it. So what I could do is just copy stuff. That's the most easily for me to do, I think. Well, if I did that, I just better could remove this one and just copy this one. So what did it just copy into? Oh, I totally missed this. Oh, here, yeah. Oh no, this one is right. Oh, here, this one. It renamed it to 3.0. Well, thanks. No, thanks. This one. So let's rename this one also. So, and let's change some data in this. This is sequence 4.0, but yeah, I can't type it because it's a float, so it renames. So it's a work in progress. Update this data. So scene name, yes. Those are all things I created myself. Like this button is something I wired up, so I can more easily work on stuff. It's make sure the scene is properly attached in, like, here. Build settings here, it pushes him here. Here, it's like currently here, so I can just rearrange it. So the me pushing on this update data button did put this scene into here, and that's something I added. This and this is the intro shot data, but the actual editor helper thing is here. This intro shot data editor. Yeah. Well, when I pressed update data, it did do hookup. So I just created all these things here. It finds the scene name. Ensure scene is in editor build settings, so that's another helper I created. Yeah, so like I said, that's something if I'm seeing myself doing the same stuff over and over again, I create like these helpers to help me do the same stuff. So just right now I created this intro shot. So it all has the old stuff in it from 2.0 that I copied. So just let's remove this. I have one here. Yeah, so it for me it's just easy to have like this, that I can remove this. Yeah, well, okay, so this is my oh, I didn't see with me in my folders. I had to do this, so now you can see all my folders, all my work, all my folders. I have to get a bit better at positioning my camera right. So okay, but now we're going to move on to the scripts here. So I'm moving my camera over here. So okay, so what did I do? Okay, so for this intro shots, I created my own parallax scene engine kind of thing. It's a very simple system, simple modular system, I think. Most of the time in my setup of my scenes, I use these. I use the empty game objects in like a folder system, and it's just like most important stuff. It's like, yeah, if you go in depth into stuff, you see like it's getting more specific. And normally I try to put my scripts on the uppermost, well, yeah, the important script, but in this instance it's more like each, it's a bit different. Each well, object has its own purpose, and the scripts that align to that purpose are in here. So let me look up the stuff of my yeah. So I have these. I want to create this into the intro shots. But before I can do this, these are like sketches. That's something I like. My workflow on these intro shots is I first create a sketch that's working I get from my minder. That's my artist that draws these images I need for my game. and I have this like this sketch and then the official item flow. So I first create a sketch, and then we sort out things like timings and stuff, and if that's working correctly, I say, okay, this is working, and I show him the end result, and he's like seeing how I'm using this thing, and then he creates the final images. This intro shot I currently have in front of me, he is already working on the final images. I forgot to create the sketch one. So yeah, that's how things go. But yeah, I do personally, I do want to create the sketch one first, because I like to do things the same way every time. But also it helps me understand better what the scene composition is, because he is only providing the parts. I need to do a lot of the actual timing and movement in the scene. So if I can just show you a scene like this scene I just showed you like right. Well, I used to show you it's like I copied over. So what you just saw was me. I have created like he did like this composition. If we get the this is what he did send me, and I created cutouts of this sketch and thought about it. Okay, what's the meaning of this scene? And the meaning of this scene, this specific scene, is like the idea is that I have these intro sequences between my levels to tell you the story of the gnomes. And the story is like this: well, something very bad happens, and then you're going to rebuild stuff. So, but while you're rebuilding stuff, you need a reason in the game for the gnomes being like crazy and walking around. So I was thinking about it, and okay, well, the gnomes are crazy. So that mine that he said was, oh well, it's about this this whirlwind. He just they are like, well, crazy, and we need to like somewhat turn around. But if you this scene is going to explain this part and show the cure. Not only this scene, but like these follow-up of things. So this one is like the cure. Well, we just turn them back around. But this one is like the Floris, the bird, bringing the gnomes up. So I first went with just a drone, but it's not so personal. So a bird is more well, connects more to you as a person. So that's why we have this bird, and you collect these gnomes like on the ground. So the bird comes up and brings the gnome to you, and that effect I wanted to have in this scene. So it really tells what the it connects this game you're playing, like this just, well, it's just a very simple hidden object game, simplistic hidden object game actually, but I wanted to connect this, to interconnect all these things, so it's not just a separate well, puzzle thing or a separate visual thing that I tell a story. No, these have to come together, and that's why the scene is important of this bird coming up. So that's what I was thinking about. Well, I wanted this to have it. So, well, for me to make this work, I didn't have like this bird that you see here. Seeing moving up is like this positioned sprite, but I didn't have this already in my game. So I had to add this trolley script that's just like a camera trolley, but like for the scripted trolley, so it moves the sprite around on the scene, and then the parallax effect calculates well how big it is and things and ordering and such. So that's what I created to support this important thing for me, for well, the bird coming up behind the clouds. It's also something here. This cloud thing is on purpose a separate thing, so it just looks more interesting. So well, we want to do the same thing to to here. So we are going to do the same here. So okay, so I need to create this folder. Edits. Is it the same? No, it's sketches edits. I'm not doing this. Sketches. No, create edits. So, and I'm not open with paint.net. That's what I wanted to do. So, let's image crops to selection. So now this is like the first image. So let's save this. So let's call this the background. I think we want to have this airship separate. So let's save this as airship. And I think we want, this is so this is the background. Yeah, so maybe you should use this as the background, and this tree and this tree with these things separate. So again, that's a tree left, and then a tree right. So and now just open them all up so we can open. So now this is the background. So well, just move stuff, remove stuff. So that's going to be a bit of a this one, a bit of a tedious thing here. Just removing stuff. So I think it's more easy for me to just paint this one, because I want this to be the background. So I can just do here a white thing, and with here I can do just a big paintbrush, like like this. So yeah. So it disappears quite good. So can I, oh no, how do I, there is an easy button to decrease, I don't know. So can't handle it. I also did it's a bit too so okay. So just do it like this, do it that like that. Oh no, okay. Just release my button once in a while, so I don't have to redo it if I do too much. So, but this looks like okay-ish for the background. Yes, so this is the full background. So, but this is the airship, and this airship is going to have this all cut out. So that's very important, because I want it to be transparent. So I use my magic, oh no, here, and let's see, yeah, something like that. And this is actually also open. Yeah, it looks like okay. And now we need to crop this. So crop to selection, save. Okay. So the 3 right. I have 3 left. 3 left first. So remove this one. Remove all this. All this is also going to be transparent. So I could also do it's probably more easy. It's just not cut it like this, but first paint it white, and then use the lasso selection. Yeah, it's like whatever. So let's see, then use this. Okay, that's not going well. I think it's a bit dirty. If I'm doing here, yeah, that's problematic. So that's 3 is also a few leaves are already. Nah. Okay, let's do this one first. It's not that clean, but well. Okay. Right. I think it's fine for now. Oh, we need to so resize it a bit. Grab the canvas, yes, save. And now we're, I could also do it all the way around. Oh no, I need to have these rocks in the image too. Image crops to selection. And we are going to paint the background away. Do the same stuff over and over again. And this is the funny thing. If you have, when I started game development, I was like, oh man, if I finding out how to create like this first intro shot thing was a lot of work. And then at the end I was like, oh man, I'm so happy this all, well, is working right now. But then I had to create another one and another one. And yeah, I think that's the thing with game development, and I think more artistic things in general, is the creation of these assets and making it all work properly, and doing the same thing over and over again for multiple different, that's not looking good, for multiple different things. That's like, still I don't like it. Okay, but that's like the whole idea of creating a game. It's like doing the same thing over and over again without getting crazy. But yeah, that's when you not working properly. But that's when you want to use like these. There is this isn't working properly. In game development, you have this technical artist thing, and that's all about helping people with their workflows and making it more easy for them to well, do less of the same stuff and more. Okay, let's see it. Have a more easy time in just creating let's see, are there more? I think this one is also not. Yeah, so okay. So let's remove this. I think it's, yeah, much more like it. Okay, save. So now, so I have these 3 things. So now I can go to Unity and I have to import them. So I'm oh, what? Wait a sec. Here, I'm currently working here in my folders. So let's look at the I'm like thinking right now, probably looking. I'm looking this way, but on the screen it's that way. So that's a bit. I don't know. Maybe I have to change that one. So okay. So I'm in my project files. I have my. Don't know. I'm not in Model Studio Art. I'm not that good at doing the same thing. So intro shot. Shot 4.0. And okay, so like here, these sketches, I want to have these sketches over here, and then later on I can replace these with prop assets. So just throw them in. Well, the only thing I have to do right now is well, I want to have these as sprites. They aren't properly configured with their well, now I have to switch them over again. So okay, so here you in the right side of the screen, you can see here the assets. Oh, okay. I think I didn't save them as. Oh yeah. Oh, so. Oh, that's so frustrating. I saved them as JPG. JPG. Oh. PNG. Yeah. Save as. I normally I save the first one as PNG, resize and save, and then the other ones then I don't have to save them separately as PNGs. But the problem is the JPEG, I don't have a transparency layer, so this transparency thing isn't working. But I didn't close my screen. But if I had closed my screen, this all the white was already. Well, the transparent had become white, so that's. So just let's remove these. Yes. Okay, and let's remove these. Yes. Import them again. Oh yeah. So why aren't you black? Sprite apply. Oh well, it looks okay. So okay, so now we're going to I'm going to use my, oh, okay, I can reuse this one as a background, so I have to throw this one here. Yeah, I think, I don't know, I have to start doing stuff. This floors with the gnome, I don't know. In layer, this is just ordering, so I'm, okay, yeah, this is like this position sprite, so I can use this trolley again for this. This thing is probably moving, but I want this one to be 3 left, and just do this. Do this 3 right. Okay, so all these scripts are proprietary. It's just my own work. The way it works is the scaling you see here on screen isn't what the engine uses when it plays the intro movie. It's wait a sec. Yeah, I'm working on the right stuff. I was thinking, oh man, I just change my intro shot 2.0? That's my. Sometimes I'm just working on the wrong stuff and deleting the wrong stuff, but that's why I have Git for it. So I can rewind stuff. So, but it's just proprietary what I just created here. So I have to let and make all these sprites known to my parallax effect trolley because the camera is like moving, and this camera has to know where what the scripts are, so it can ask these scripts to do stuff. So that's what's happening here. The camera position starts on a z of 2 and then goes forward to a z of 2.5. But maybe I want this shot to be not like a zoom in, but like from left to right. So I could do with effect trolley path, but I have a more simple script to do this. So I can just add I have a hard time finding my own script. So trolley from 2. Yeah, this is a simple one. So this is just the other one's like more a complex one that you can like do a camera move, like more paths. This is just one more easy. So why not use the more simple one? So start position is I'm probably going left and probably zoom in 2. Don't know why I do this all the time. Oh wait, min 1 and 1. So now's the camera moving a bit. So what do you want cameras to move like? I think for you it's like from this to there. It's this is positive and this is assumed to be negative. So I want to have this positive vibe, because we're like rescuing gnomes. Let's see. 3 left. Well, like I said, I'm the only reason I need to position these sprites because I personally want to position them here. So I know a bit about the composition, but technically, this is like the airship. But technically, I need to use these positioning things to position it properly and scale the things. But well, let's see. The scale is 1, and I think the position here, like, well, let's say this one is it's there, and okay, so it's maybe it's a bit in the distance, maybe 7. Let's make it to the side, like min 10. And this one is like 10 and 7, maybe 6 with depth there. The airship is moving, but it's like in the top. It's a bit so that's it has to be much more far away. But let's do this one on 50, I think, and it is a bit in the air, so 10. I think this is way too low, and it's way too not enough to the side. But let's start there, and then we need to move it over. So we need to move it at the same depth, same height, but like. So this is from min 10 and this one is from 10, and it takes 6 seconds, and this whole fragment takes 10 seconds. Okay, so maybe we should do this also in 10 seconds. Well, let's see how this looks like. Interesting. Oh, it looks kind of funny. So do this. The scale of this one has to be bigger, and the tree has to come a bit down. Oh wait a sec. Is the background? Oh, no, the background is not the right size. So we need to increment the size of the background. But the funny thing is, I did say I'm not using the official size, but I have like this force original size checkmark. It's especially for backgrounds. It's a bit too the thing here is I don't want it like this. It's a bit too with the text, the text in front of it. It's a bit I can't properly show the trees, so I have to position this a bit up, but at the same time make this smaller to make it work. So like I said, this is something, if I that's why I want to try out this stuff before I tell Minder to create stuff, because else he's going to do a lot of work and it has the risk that it's just not like the right dimensions, like not the right width and height. Then he has to redo a lot of this these drawings. That's very time intensive. So okay. I think I want this background to be moving, actually. I think, yeah, no, it looks a bit strange, like you are. Yeah, I think I think it's not that bad, but I think I don't want just that much of a camera movement, because the thing is already moving. Yeah, and I think these trees can be a bit bigger. So maybe I can scale them up a bit. Also need to move them up a bit. Yeah, okay. So let's move them up a bit. So there is one problem with this whole system. Normally, things are anchored to the bottom, but when I created my system, I didn't think about this. So now the anchoring is in the middle. So officially, if you're like looking at it from a perspective thing, 0 is in the middle of the screen. But technically, if something is standing on the ground, it should be. I did something wrong there. So, but now it's very hard to go back and change all this. So I have to do stuff a bit not officially. So that's where I have this offset for. I can, with offset, you can. Oh yeah, that's. Well, I just telling my solution here. I need to keep this as min3. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think I need to keep this as min3. No, it should be enough with the z-axis. Yeah, I think it should be like this. So it's like I created the system myself, but I'm still not knowing how to use it correctly and to get the effect right. Oops. So 0.5, I think. It's almost at 0.5. Let's see. A lot less. I don't think it's that's high. Just the 3 and this 1.1. Oh, this one is a bit strange. It's like it needs to go down a bit. Yeah, they need to go down. Oh, okay. So that's another thing. I need to press my play button all the time. Yeah, I think they need to go down. I think that's the thing I need. I think this one even needs to go more. Well, this is my workflow and I think it's a gay-ish. Okay, well, this looks good, I think. So, for now I just need to create a lot more of these intro shots. Well, that's a lot of more work to do. And I need to change my subtitles. So I just copied them from the previous one, so they're also not fitting. I don't know what I want to tell in this scene, so I'm probably going to make something up and then have a story. I do know the kind of story I want to tell in this scene. It's about gnomes getting more like strange, because they're like in the city environment that's so much away from the like forest thing they're living in. So in this city thing, they're like getting obsessed with materialism and stuff. And the music guy did a very great job at putting this into the game. It's like it's in the forest, all the instruments are very natural instruments, with just like guitars and stuff. And if you get into the city, it gets like malformed, more electronical. It's strange, and that's also to emphasize this idea of these gnomes not belonging here, and the environment corrupting them. And in the gameplay, I also want to add elements to it, in gnomes being more like hard to find and strange and difficult. So that's like from a progression thing, it's also I think a natural thing to do, to have like this easy forest environment and this more difficult city environment as the last environment to be in. So and that's also like supported by the story changing up over time. And then, like I said before, it's like I really like these things coming together. So yeah, the intro shot. This is the first shot. I have to create 4 of them. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah. Okay, so next thing is, of course, committing my work to Git. Let's see, Stagel. Oh, what did I do? Intro shot 4.0 Siemens started with sketches. A date and Siemens started with sketches. Okay. So now there's another thing I need to do right now is this is like the captain cabin where you see all my stuff, and let's see, all these things represent a thing, a level or an intro shot that you can come back to, but I probably didn't wire up things. This level, intro shot, this intro shot 4. So here, as you can see, this one is empty. So now I have created intro shot 4, so now I can use intro shot 4. Another thing is I have to make sure this thing is properly unlocked, because in the level sequencing, it's always hard to think about. I have like all these systems in my game, and I think, how did I connect these to each other? So yeah, it's an auto unlock system. So this one will be unlocked by completing the previous level. Well, in sequence, it's like a sequence number 4. So if you complete the last level in the 3 series, it will put all these levels and intro shots in sequence depending on their sequence number, and the next one will be unlocked by previous one. So I don't have like this array in the system that's predefined that I need to change every time I do stuff, but it's it just knows they are there, and then merges all these levels and intro shots and orders them on sequence number. From there it knows, if you want, if this level needs an auto unlock, it needs to look on the previous one, or like in the level itself, it's the other way around. If you get at the end to the level, it signals level completed, and then it looks, okay, is there a next thing for me to do? Yes, okay, unlock the next level. And if I play this scene, is there a next thing after the scene? Oh yes, there's a level. If I watch this scene or just clicked it through that I didn't want to see the scene, okay, now I need to unlock the level. So if you get back to the map, you properly see things locked or unlocked if you're not using them or not. So that's something I needed to also assure that's working properly. So what's the next thing I'm going to do? Okay, so I committed my work to Git. I didn't change anything. Let's see. No changes. So just for ease of work, I'm going to create a pull request. Sketches. So a pull request with a description. And I'm going to build this. So this is an autocomplete. So this is my current workflow is a bit more like I just want to have like these small increments. These are getting built and pushed to my QA guy. That's currently Rowan, my son, doing his job. And it's also getting pushed to the beta branch on Steam. That no one has access to that one yet. I do want to wire my demo release to it, so that my idea with the demo is to like with the level definitions and all the check marks, create like this demo definition that always, so I automatically create a new demo every time I update my data, so my demos are up to date with my normal game flow, so I don't have to invest that much time in constantly updating my demo, but it gets automatically updated with the progress of my game, but only certain parts of my game will end up in the demo because, well, it's a demo, so it's not the full game. I still need to create this one, like I still don't know how I'm going to pull this off. It's a lot of work to set this up. This Steam demo and pipeline. Yeah, it's a bit problematic. I have only thought about doing it, but not on how to actually do this. So like I said, sometimes I just need to think, have this idea in mind. I want to get there, but I don't know how I'm here and get there, how to move from there to there. So yeah. But while I was talking about this, my pipeline is building, and like my branching system is like this. Well, you have the main branch, and you are working like on I was working on a branch from the main branch. That was the intro shot, and then it before it allows it to merge back. This merge action needs a pipeline built to be completed. So this is like a check if it's properly working. So it's just Unity build to make sure everything is all right. And if this one gets into the main branch will start a new build, but that's like a very expensive one. It will do all kinds of stuff, like making QI build, making all these Steam builds, like the Mac build, the Windows build, the Linux build. It's time consuming. So this is the pull request build, and it just finished already. And now the master release build will start running, but like you can see, it's taking like 50 minutes to run. So yeah, that's what it's currently doing. So yeah, but well, now the merge has completed, so now this branch doesn't live anymore. So now I can like go back to my master branch, do a pull, and then you can see like, well, it's moved on the master. I need to remove this one, so I'm going to delete the branch. I'm going to prune my branch so it cleans it up from the origin. So yeah, so it works like this. And now I have like the sketch thing here in here, and now I could start doing other stuff. But this is it for now. This took like an age to show you this stuff. I'm looking at the time. It's like, I think 45 minutes in or so. I really hope you liked it. It's really different. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you this all uncut. Previously, I did a lot of editing on my on like this work, and I really can't do that anymore. So I'm going to see if this is something you like. If not, well, or I stop doing it, or I change it up. I'm probably going to change it up first before I'm moving on. But yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you for your time, and well, I hope you learned something from it on how I approach my game building. In the future, I want to go more into detail on my stuff, on like all these well, my planning stuff, and my maybe you want to see something of the build pipeline I'm using, or just the game, Find the Gnome. Maybe you find it very interesting on how I approach the game itself, or how I think about, well, this well, how do I talk with my like this guy that draws these gnomes, and I have this music guy. How do I let this all come together? Maybe that's something you are interested in. I do want to share this stuff with you. I really think it's something that's not talked about that much. So if you also like to hear it, well, that's fine. I'm really happy to talk about it, but I don't know what's like the best suited format. So yeah, just leave a comment behind. Look Find the Gnome 2 up on Steam. It's on Steam. So yeah, I don't have currently any something in my view that's showing you where to go. But yeah, Find the Gnome 2 on Steam. Wishlist it. That would really help me out and the algorithms out. I'm still a bit unsure about the game itself. It's a bit short, but I'm like stuffing it full with all kind of stuff. It's like all this very very good cartoonish stuff. It's like high quality cartoon stuff. I think the gameplay is very good. It's maybe a bit short. I think you can finish it in 2 hours currently, maybe even less. But if you yeah, I'm still not sure about the length of the game. That's the thing that makes me currently also a bit uncomfortable. Also with talking about that, that's something else I probably need to discuss in another video. I really like to give you the best value for your money, so that's why I'm including like all these achievements. I'm thinking of like 100 achievements in it, just for have this. I think it's a good combination between this. I think completionism, like the thing you want to complete a lot of stuff, achievements, is something that's in the same people that are doing of that like to play this puzzle hidden object games. I that's my idea, but I'm not sure if this is like right, but that's my idea about this market thing. I do also think that it's more like if I'm talking about the market, it's more this game is more suited for women, like elderly women. Are a lot of I did some research in it, and I think a lot of the my player base is the elderly woman. I currently know that a lot of people that are probably on the other end of this video, you are developers. Just devs seeing my probably my build pipelines. You have probably seen my build pipeline stuff, but I don't want to confine me to only that. I just want to, well, make my videos a lot more broad about all these subjects. Yeah, just show you about how I create my games in from beginning to end. Thank you for your time, and have a nice day.